You know, and I think only a dancer really knows what a dancer feels when they hear that music and hear that rhythm, you know.
No, I think we met in 1986.
At the Barrabo Rodeo, I think.
That could be right, actually, because I went there looking for a man. I thought, you know, night out with the girls. We don't get to go out and see some tough kind of guys come around our town very often. And there he was.
Yes.
And one of my friends actually said to me, "Oh, isn't he hot?" And when I saw those hips move, I just thought, that's my guy.
Look, from an early age, I've always had this rhythm, and it's something I've always, you know, have to let out. In the schoolyard, if I heard a song being played, I'd, you know, just have to do a couple of steps to the left and then a couple of steps to the right. You know, in the car, and the foot's always sort of tapping, sort of going left and right. So it's just something that I've got to get out of my body. Oh, look, when this freestyle line dancing came in, it just was right up my alley. It just fits perfectly with my style. I'm not held back by any of the others, you know, the formation type line dances that you see. I just can really, you know, let loose.
He was a goer. Loved Barry. Thought he was the love of my life. He was. He just was. He was just so good. To watch him move was just like heaven. To watch him move his hips, the way he moved his body. I loved him. I thought he was the one. Well, it came out of the blue. As I said, I thought we were the one, but she came along and, you know, she had something that I didn't have, apparently. I just don't know what happened, but she swept him off his feet and, you know, and it was over between us.
Yeah, over the last couple of years, I've been placing in the top 5. Really, I've been a runner-up a couple of times as well.
It's been quite heartbreaking, actually, because, you know, when you marry someone and you commit for life, and just to see the heartbreak, he doesn't show a lot of people, he hides it away. But it's been a bit of a hard journey, but I think he'll get there in the end.
I think it will.
Yeah, we're gonna do it together.
This is the year.
Barry and I are twins. It's obvious that we're twins. It's something that's, you know, we've actually had to tell people because they, you know, you walk in a room and they go, "Oh, twins, you know, how cute's that?" You're sick of it. But we have left separate lives for a number of years. I left on scholarship. I was, I guess, targeted at a young age, whereas Barry stayed in the country. So once again, Barry comes to me for advice. He says, "What can I do to win?" I said to him, "Okay, you've got to take yourself seriously, but you've got to also clear your head." And through some contacts I have through Australian Ballet, I donate, you know, modest amounts to the Australian Ballet. I know a life coach, Quade Smith-Jones, and I got Quade to hook up with Barry, and he's working on the mental side of line dancing, which obviously, as with any sport, is just as important as the physical skill.
This is Saving Private Ryan, right here at volleyball. Now here's the picture I want you to take onto the court. Your mum, spread eagle on a hospital table, sweat dripping down her face. She's screaming out, "Get this out of me!" You gotta earn it. She hasn't given birth to you for fun. She gave birth to you for this moment. Yeah. Earn it! Earn it! Earn it! Earn it! Earn it! Earn it! Barry, I met Barry when he came down from the bush. Had to beat the bush out of Barry to get the best out of Barry. He didn't have what it took. He He had a lazy mental attitude and a picture of layback. He lacked style, he lacked elegance, he lacked toughness. That's what's a Barry. That was when I met Barry. Girls!
You know, I must admit, I wasn't too sure at the start. I think, what's a life coach, this bloke from the city, going to do for me? But when I got down there, I was a little bit sort of hesitant. But I must admit, he had some great ideas, and I think that, this might just tip me over the edge this year, and it might be something I can use to my advantage and just knock over number one.
Barry always felt that he was a dancer, but what he had rhythm inside, but he didn't know how to connect with that rhythm. He didn't know how to get in touch with that rhythm. He didn't know how to bring the rhythm out. And so I worked with him on that. I worked with him on some physical techniques, some mental techniques, just how to get in touch with the real Barry, the dancer Barry, not bushman Barry.
I can see the talent, I know when it's good, and so I really feel like that's my path now, and I think I can be impartial. When Barry comes on, I think that I won't be affected by my feelings for him. I'm a professional, and I know that when I step onto that judge's podium, it's just me judging, that's it. I do my best, I do what I need to do, and there's going to be no bias towards Barry, even though, I do think he's fantastic.
I said, Barry, if you want it, you have to work for it.
I can see it, I can picture it, and I can taste it. It's going to be the year, and I can really feel it in my bones. I guess really that, for some of us, we're just born with it.